Hey guys, welcome to Caged to Free Range.
Welcome!
This is our first video. We're brand new at this, learning how to go through life and build a house up on property in the middle of nowhere. Join us.
Hey! Welcome to our brand new little channel that we are super excited about. Have no idea what we're doing, but
No, we don't.
that's okay. We're all going to learn together about more than just doing a video. So,
Yeah.
We are currently sitting outside of Texas Roadhouse in Kennesaw, Georgia, waiting for them to call our table so that we can go have a date.
We were going to film this after dinner, but they said there was a 40-minute wait, so
yeah.
Why not?
So I figured we'd take the opportunity to tell a little bit about ourselves, how we met, how long we've been together, yada yada.
Is that what we're going to do?
I mean, real quick, they should know who they're listening to.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Okay, so
this
my
is
name.
how we interact, y'all, so don't mind this.
Maybe you should. My name's Jess.
I'm Josh.
And we have a 14-month-old son at the time of this video.
Yep.
And his name is Hudson, but he is lovingly known as Huddy, and sometimes Huddy the Buddy. H, all the things. We actually live in Canton, Georgia, but we have a piece of property with my daddy-o in Ranger, Georgia. And
Yep.
Most people have no idea where that is. That's okay.
Don't Northwest Georgia somewhere.
Is up there.
Out in the middle of nowhere.
It is indeed. We met in 5th grade at a private Christian school. We are faith-based. We're Christian. And Josh went to high school, public high school. I stayed at my small Christian school all the way through graduation, and then he found me on Facebook shortly after we graduated high school, and the rest is, as they say, history.
It was 15 years ago.
Yep. It's been a long time.
Been married for a little over 10 years.
Yep. 10 years.
Yep.
Sometimes it seems longer than that.
Very true.
So we bought our first house when we were freshly married in 2014.
Freshly married, I like that.
Well, we had been together a while, but we bought our first house in 2014, and it was a HUD home,
bank owned.
Yes, housing and urban development owned by the government.
I ripped up every inch of flooring the day we closed. We closed on it about a month and a half before we got married. Yeah, because we had to put a lot of work into it.
It was gross.
Dog pee and poo everywhere.
Whoever had that house before us did not take care of it. Anyway, we sold that house and moved to Ball Ground a couple of years after.
We had the house in Canton for 5 years, correct?
And then we moved to Ball Ground.
Market went up on it. We made some good money on it. We were able to roll that money into a house that was built. That house was built in 1990. We moved to the one in Canton 5 years later. That was built in 2015, and we were able to roll money from the first house into that, which is a very good thing. Highly recommendable. Put down 20% because
save yourself the PMI.
Yeah. Yep.
So moved to Ball Ground, and we were there for about 2 years. And quite honestly, this is where you're just going to get the raw and real.
Yeah.
We were way in over our heads when it came to bills. We were trying to break even with credit cards. The economy took a tank, but more than that,
we were just living outside our means.
Yeah,
we
totally.
Really were. Property taxes kept going up, and bills were coming in, and we didn't have enough to pay it all.
It wasn't coming into our account as fast as it was going out, and so
we were foregoing some, like one bill to pay another one. Like we wouldn't pay a credit card bill so 1 month so we could afford our house payment or a car payment or something like that.
And that's mostly because we weren't paying full balances on our credit card, so we were getting hit with stupid tax if you listen to Dave Ramsey. So anyway, we learned a hard lesson, and we ended up selling our house in Ball Ground to kind of just hit the reset button, the restart, and we paid off
pretty much all our credit card bills.
Yep. and we decided that we wanted to homestead instead of living in the rat race that is city living.
Yep.
I've always been a horse kid. I've always dreamed of living on a farm. And now that we have our boy, definitely want to raise him with some solid roots. And I think when we had prayed about it for a really long time, we tried to come up with any and every solution other than selling everything we had pretty much and living in an apartment. But that's really what the Lord wanted us to do. And so we were obedient, and he has redeemed us in more ways than one. And we have found so much freedom in things being different.
Yep. That's right.
Letting go of so much, quite literal, just stuff
crap
we didn't need.
Yeah.
The debt that hung over our head was just
crippling.
It was definitely anxiety inducing. Butt puckering. It was bad. I'm a farm kid. I can say things like that.
And that's where the title of this channel is coming from.
Yes.
Caged to free range.
Yep.
Free range does not mean free range chickens, although we do want chickens. This one hates birds.
Hate them.
But we will eventually have them. Point is,
we want butt nuggets, so we definitely...
Excuse me?
Eggs! Y'all, eggs are butt nuggets.
You can't say that.
Why?
Censors. I don't know.
We want eggs.
We do want eggs. We want fresh eggs.
But I don't want to touch them.
You don't have to. I will. Anyway, free range is referring to us being free on the property and Hudson having somewhere to grow up with our horse, with his dog, who is a day older than him. So they're growing up completely together. And then caged was, we were trapped. And my brother is in a band called Highbeams. They also play with a band called Run Katie Run, which is all them together. But Steven, who's my brother, is actually the first song I heard on Apple Music, I think it was, when they started actually streaming their music. He wrote a song called The Cage, and it's about essentially being trapped, whether that be physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, whatever, and overcoming that and breaking out of that cage and becoming your own person and becoming who you were supposed to be. So I wish we really could use that music for the intro music for this, but because of copyrights, we just can't get licensing for that. So
go look it up. It's a great music.
It is. Yes.
It's a great song.
I'll link it. I'll link their stuff down. But that's essentially what this channel is going to be. Keep in mind, like we said, we have no idea what we're doing, whether that's streaming on this or filming on iPhones and editing and stuff, or building a house, which we're doing up in Ranger.
That's what we're trying to do up in Ranger. We have a lot going on. I will say that I have a pretty active Facebook page. 10 years from now, y'all are going to be like, oh my God, Facebook, so outdated.
People do that now.
Well, we're old. That's fine.
Yeah, we are mid-30s.
Anyway, you'll see that my journey is also connected to my body as well. Like, I lost 130 pounds before I got pregnant with Huddy. And now that I've had Huddy, I'm on that program again to lose all my weight. So hopefully you'll see me transform. And if you ever look me up on Facebook, you'll see all my stuff.
That's a big part about that's what she does.
That's what I do for money.
Yeah,
I'm a health
for
coach.
a living.
But I'm in the middle of writing a devotional book, and I raise a child. So that's the thing. And I'm also a vet tech. Go animals. Woohoo.
Yep, and a horse owner. So that takes up a quarter of our life too.
We do have a paint horse named Whiskey. He's the best. I love him. And then Josh, what do you do?
I work at a data center. Currently, I work 3 days a week. They're long hours, but that allows me to be home 4 days a week and spend time with my family. Of course, I put 11 years in a construction company with low voltage, and then when I moved to this job, I did a year of overnights with a newborn. I started that job 2 weeks before our son was born, and I worked a full year of overnights.
It was a lot of fun with a newborn at home by myself.
Yeah, talk about dad guilt.
another reason why we're living in that ball ground house was just not working anymore, because he wasn't home and that house was way too big.
Yeah.
And I was really struggling physically with the stairs and handling him and a puppy. It was a lot. I would not trade it for anything in the entire world, but it was a lot.
Yeah. We don't want to change our past. We don't regret the decisions we've made. Because at least I don't.
No,
because
I never want to repeat them. That's for sure.
Yeah, but those decisions and those choices and what we've been through has led us up to where we are now, has created who we are at this moment.
Totally.
But this is going to be going through this process of building the house, and
from nothing.
Yeah, we are at this point, we are pre-qualified, and there's going to be some update videos with me driving in the truck by myself. And that was before these microphones, so there's going to be a lot of road noise and stuff, but we're learning how to do this, so bear with it. But that's going to be what this is, this process. There's going to be some updates. A lot of this for now is just going to be talking. I do have a video coming of me working on my truck, changing a grill light out. So there's going to be some projects sprinkled in here. I saw that. That was nice. And then once we get up to the property, it'll probably be projects up there and just little things.
Yeah.
We don't know where this is going to go. We don't know if this is going to take off.
Honestly,
and we're not doing this for money.
We're not really sure if we're going to be able to build up there whole, like 110%.
Yeah, we're trying. We're in the process.
So we'll figure it out. So far, we've got our perk test done.
We're pre-qualified for the construction loan.
Yep.
We just got that done.
Still learning about that. Like, education-wise, I'm a certified paralegal, and I have a college degree. I'm a pretty book smart kid, but when it comes to stuff that I don't know, like real estate law, I'm a little out of my element. So I get to learn as we go too. And talking to the builder that we have, he's a smart man. He at least knows what he's talking about, and I just have to kind of keep up. So anyway, we've done our perk test. We've got our pre-qual letter. We're about to literally go in here and buy our house plans that we found. That's exciting. And next week, we're going to have a pump test done on our property to see if our well is not only usable, but if it will like refill. I know nothing about wells.
If it's adequate for what we want to do.
Yeah.
And that's going to be in the update videos as well. It is currently in the middle of January of 2024. The update videos I was filming was like October and November and December of 2023. So you're going to see stuff from the past. But we needed content. So I just
put your behind in the past.
Yeah, that too. So hopefully this helps somebody. Hopefully people want to follow along and watch what we do and learn from what we do and learn from our mistakes.
I will tell you,
because there will be mistakes. There will be stuff that we do wrong.
There's already lots of mistakes.
Yeah.
I will tell you, the first thing that we're going to have a conversation about is septic.
Yeah.
Because we did not pass our perk for a conventional septic. So we have to use an alternative system that has to be engineered by a septic engineer.
It's called the drip system. Yeah.
We don't know if we have to have a dosing pump yet or not. Like, that's all the contractor trying to figure that out for someone.
Yep. We're gonna have a septic engineer come out.
And as far as like the pump test, there is a guy who's coming down from LJ he has, I guess, a rig on the back of a trailer where he's going to come up there and hydraulically put something into the well and like suck all the water out using like a generator on the back of a trailer. And that's really all I know about that process. So we'll find out this next week if our well's going to work or not. And if the well does not work, then we will be having a very different conversation.
Yep.
And this might be a very short channel.
No, I think it'll still be a channel.
But hey, we'll have house plans.
And if the septic and well don't work, or one or the other, then we'll have to sell the property and go find something else.
Yeah.
It's 60 acres up there, 30 acres of pasture, 30 acres of woods. So we're gonna have horses up there eventually.
Sooner than later.
We'll see. I've been turkey hunting up there a couple times this past year, and Going to do that again this spring. I'm excited about that. But it's a lot of fun. It's going to be great. It's a great place for Hudson to run around in the field barefoot with his dog.
Hey, I'm writing a children's book with that's pretty much the storyline.
Yeah. Also, if you guys have dreams and you're trying to pursue something and people are telling you you're crazy, you don't have to listen to those. You don't have to listen to that.
We've been called naive, and
Yeah.
Here's the thing. We are.
Yeah, and that's fine.
But I'm willing to learn.
Yeah, that's right.
So
we're willing to pursue what we want to do, and we're pursuing our dreams. Moving up the list, cool. And I don't know if you can, you can't see it. I have a couple stickers on the back of my truck from guys I follow on YouTube. One of them is Enthusiast. That's Jack up in PA, just talking about, you know, passion being priority and really pursuing your dreams. And the other is D-Max Rhino. He has a company called Work For It. He's a contractor. He's like 20. He's in his mid-20s, and he's built a life from nothing. And his big slogan, he's trying to put the pride back in blue collar work. And his big thing is if there's anything in this life you want, you got to be willing to work for it. And that's what's really behind. That's what's helping inspire me to do this too.
Yeah, and y'all are going to have to remind me of this if you want to work for it when I'm out there digging post holes. I hate post hole digging.
Okay, well, that's when we get a skid steer, rent a skid steer with an auger on it.
Anyway, we are going to go eat.
Smarter, not harder.
We're going to go eat some steak and some salad.
Yep.
Because I'm down 60 pounds and I got 40 more to go.
Woohoo!
Yep. Okay, we love you.
All right, guys.